All right, let's talk about Greenland. It's this massive, remote place that, honestly, most of us don't think about too much. But it holds secrets that could literally define the future of our planet. You see, it's not just a giant block of ice. It's both a treasure chest with unimaginable wealth and a ticking time bomb of global threats. So, let's start digging. I know. It sounds super dramatic, right? But Greenland kind of forces you to ask that question. When you see it from space, it's just this majestic, quiet sheet of white. But down on the ground and deep beneath its surface, well, there are some huge changes happening that are going to impact every single one of us. And that's not an exaggeration, not at all. The ice you're looking at isn't just frozen water, it's like a time capsule of our planet's past, and, maybe more importantly, a container holding back its future. And as it melts faster and faster, it's not just vanishing, it's threatening to unleash everything it's been holding in. So, let's start with the most obvious danger, the one we hear about all the time: rising sea levels. This is the first, most immediate consequence of this big melt, and the scale of it is, well, it's hard to even wrap your head around. Okay, just picture this. If this entire ice sheet were to melt away, we're talking about a global sea level rise of over 23 feet. That means major coastal cities all over the world, from the ancient streets of Istanbul to the financial centers of New York and London, they would just be gone, submerged. As terrifying as that is, rising water is really just the beginning of the story. The real complexities, the true dangers, and yeah, the temptations of Greenland are all about what's been buried for thousands of years. Let's peel back that first layer. You see, beneath all of that ice lies an unbelievable fortune. As these glaciers pull back, they're exposing one of the richest, most untouched collections of mineral wealth on the entire planet. And you can bet the world is paying attention. We're talking trillions, with a T, trillions of dollars in potential value. This isn't just about gold or diamonds. It's something way more critical to how we live today. We're talking about rare earth elements. These materials are absolutely essential. They're kind of the secret sauce in everything, from wind turbines and solar panels to the powerful little magnets that make all of our high-tech electronics work. So yeah, this isn't some far-off geological jackpot. Greenland's hidden treasure is directly connected to the device you might be watching this on right now. The phone in your pocket, the future of electric cars, all of it depends on these very elements locked away under Greenland's ice. But as the ice reveals treasure, it's also uncovering something way more sinister. Along with all those minerals, the ancient ice has preserved some biological secrets. And some of them are things we'd probably rather stayed frozen, forever. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but this is a very real concern for scientists. For millennia, that ice has basically been a natural deep freeze for microbes from the distant past. We're talking viruses and bacteria that our modern immune systems have never, ever seen before. And as the permafrost and glaciers melt, these ancient organisms are being let loose back into the world. The billion-dollar question that scientists are racing to answer is, what happens when a virus that's been asleep for 15,000 years suddenly wakes up in our time? And if ancient viruses aren't enough to keep you up at night, there's one more secret buried in the ice. And this one we put there ourselves. It's a ghost from the Cold War, a chilling relic of nuclear ambition that was hidden from the entire world. Okay, so get this. During the peak of the Cold War, the U.S. Army built a top-secret base called Camp Sentry. It was a whole city under the ice, powered by a nuclear reactor. Its secret mission was called Project Iceworm, and the goal was to hide hundreds of nuclear missiles right under the ice sheet, aimed at the Soviet Union. The whole project was eventually abandoned because the ice sheet was just too unstable. The U.S. took the nuclear reactor out, but they left everything else behind, including chemical and low-level radioactive waste, basically assuming it would be buried in ice forever. Well, it turns out forever is ending, and that toxic legacy is slowly making its way to the surface. So this brings us to the huge conflict at the heart of Greenland. It's a source of incredible hope and, at the same time, existential dread. It's a place that offers solutions to some of our biggest problems, while also threatening to create even bigger ones. We are really facing two completely different paths here. On one side, you have the treasure, those minerals that are absolutely essential for a green energy future and all our tech. But on the other side, you've got the danger.
biblical-level floods, ancient plagues, and the toxic ghost of our own nuclear past.
And that's really the ultimate question, isn't it? Do we go after the riches that the melting ice is showing us, hoping they'll help us build a better world? Or is opening that door just way too dangerous, unleashing things we can't possibly hope to control?
And maybe the most urgent question of all is whether we even have a choice anymore. Is it still possible to stop the melt and keep this Pandora's box shut? Or has the clock already run out, forcing us to just deal with whatever comes crawling out of the ice? That's definitely something we're thinking